there and just post your questions para mamaya we can answer them. And I would just like to greet everyone. Good afternoon, and I hope everyone is safe in their homes and COVID-free. I am Francis De Villa, one of the educational counselors here in Kanata, and I will be joined by our two partner schools in Toronto, Canada, and also one of our counselors. Good afternoon, and I hope everyone is safe in their homes. Yes, I hope we will also joined by our education counselor, Miss Catherine, who will discuss the school application and visa application as well. Our first speaker is the Philippine Marketing Representative, International Education for Far East Asia Office for Centennial College. Let us all welcome RC Rosell.
Hi, Francis. Thanks for that introduction. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Let me just share my screen. Can everyone see my screen? Okay, that's good. So hello, everyone. Again, my name is RC Rosell. I'm the Philippine Marketing Representative of Centennial College. So before I present our school, let me share this very short video to give you an idea of what it's like to study at Centennial College.
Think of a place you want to be, a place you belong. It's a step up, a step forward, a statement, a strategy. It's where dreams take flight, where the fire burns hot, more than 50 years strong, but built for today. Focus on the horizon of tomorrow. Inclusion, equity, citizenship, the real world and our world. We think harder, reach higher, live local, study global. We unlock doors and change the direction of our minds. Education without borders, global citizenship, equity, and social inclusion are the values. From hundreds of cultures and 80 languages, we stand together, focus on a stronger future. We live to laugh, we love to play. We rise with the sun and reach for the stars. From court case to aerospace, searching and researching. We break the mold and find a better way. It's a commitment to ourselves and a promise to others. Centennial, you belong.
Okay, so that is Centennial College. So the first thing that I like to highlight about our school, if you notice in the video, our students are not just sitting in their classrooms all day. So we really do our best to provide them with the facilities, equipments, and laboratories that they need so that they really get to enjoy a hands-on learning experience. Okay. So Centennial College is located in Ontario. Ontario is home of one of the largest Filipino communities in Canada. We are specifically located in Toronto, so we are just a neighboring school with Humber College. So Toronto is the business and financial capital of Canada. And like any other financial capitals, there are several opportunities for career and work. Usually, Toronto is often compared with other financial capitals like New York, London, or here in the Philippines like Makati. In fact, within Ontario alone, about 50% of the people living there are just within the Greater Toronto area. And this just really goes to show how big the opportunity is in terms of work in Toronto. If you also look up the rankings and indices online, you would definitely always see Toronto making the list as one of the best places to live, most livable cities, and even #1 in the Youth Strategy Index. In fact, Toronto is currently the #1 fastest growing tech hub in North America, that the city created more jobs than San Francisco Bay Area, Seattle, and Washington, D.C. all combined in 2019. That's just really how big the opportunity is in Toronto. Our institution itself as well is known to be very culturally diverse, just like Toronto. About 50% of the people living in Toronto are not born in Canada, and that's just how culturally diverse it is. Our institution itself, we have received students from over 150 countries since 2010. And the great thing is you kind of get the best of both worlds. If you want to learn more about other cultures and meet people from different countries. It's very easy to do. Yet at the same time, if you miss being with fellow Filipinos, it's also very easy to do as well. Even in our institution, about 8 to 10% of our international student population are Filipino international students. And of course, we are a designated learning institution. So our students are also eligible to work part-time, 20 hours per week. So usually while they are still studying and doing part-time jobs, they're earning around the minimum wage. In Ontario, the minimum wage is around 14 Canadian dollars. So you can pretty much have an idea already of how much you could potentially earn while you are still studying. And the great thing is when it is during scheduled breaks, or semestral breaks, you can also work full time. And of course, after you finish your program, all of our full-time programs are also eligible for post-graduation work permit, which will make you eligible to work full-time by then. And there's definitely a lot more opportunities to this. We even have a student that the first job that she landed after she graduated, she was already earning around 30 Canadian dollars per hour. So there's definitely a lot more opportunities that's available and waiting for you once you've already finished your program and you're already on your post-graduation work permit. Okay, so these are our campuses. All of them are located within the Greater Toronto area. Our main campus is our Progress campus. It's the home of our School of Business, Hospitality, Tourism, and Culinary Arts. You might have noticed a lot of our facilities here in the video I showed earlier. It's really popular, especially among hospitality graduates and our culinary graduates as well, since this campus has its very own cafe and restaurant that our students themselves get to operate. We even have our very own on-campus guest suites and event centers, and they're all guided by industry professionals while they get to use these amazing facilities and laboratories. And this is not only true for our School of Hospitality, Tourism, and Culinary Arts, but across all of our programs as well. And this campus is also where we have our on-campus residences, which is called Centennial Place. You can definitely look up the full details of our on-campus residence at centennial-place.ca. But just to give you a glimpse of our on-campus accommodation, this is pretty much what it looks like. So you really get to enjoy state-of-the-art accommodations with, it even has a 24-hour fitness center, spacious study and purpose-built lounges, and fully furnished rooms, and definitely in the perfect location if you just want to easily walk to your classes. It's also good to note that most of our programs are in our Progress campus, so that's why this is where we located our on-campus residence. And if you want to look for off-campus accommodations, we can also provide you assistance with that as well. With off-campus accommodation, you could probably find one for as low as 400 to 500 Canadian dollars per month, while in Centennial Place it's a bit more expensive, but it's definitely worth considering in terms of convenience. It could cost up to at least 1,000 Canadian dollars per month per student. And in our Story Arts Center campus, where we have majority of our creative programs. So if you have a creative passion that you would like to pursue, we would most likely have a program for you here in this campus. Just to name a few of the facilities that we have here, we have a 16,500 square foot television studio. You might have seen this as well in the video earlier, where there was one of our student was behind the green screen. And it also has video, audio, and post-production facilities, and even a state-of-the-art newsroom with live broadcast capabilities. And all of these equipments, you really get to enjoy it if you're planning to take one of our creative programs in this campus. Okay. And in our Ashton Big campus is where we have a majority of our programs under the School of Transportation. This used to be the home of our aviation and aerospace programs as well. But since tourism was really growing in Toronto before the pandemic, we also took the opportunity to expand our campus to our newest campus, the Downsview campus, which opened in January 2019. just for our aviation and aerospace programs. The college invested over $72 million into the development of this campus, and we even have industry partners like Bombardier Aerospace, KF Aerospace, and Transport Canada that helps develop our program and curriculum for our students, and they also provide um, equipment for our students. For example, Bombardier Aerospace actually donated this Canadian-made CRJ-200 jet for our students to use for their learning. So those are just some of the things that our industry partners do to help our students with the learning experience that they're going to have in the campus. And in our Morningside campus is where we have majority of our health programs. I usually get a lot of questions from students in the Philippines, especially with those with nursing backgrounds. They're often looking for a nursing program with us. Unfortunately, we don't have a nursing program available to international students. I believe Humber has a few nursing programs to offer. For us, what our students usually do instead is they take an alternative health program. Um, Usually, they like to take our personal support worker program, which is only a 1-year program. But if you're interested in getting a 2 to 3 year post-graduation work permit, we also have 2-year health programs available. One of the most popular is our pharmacy technician program and our office administration dash health services program, which is both 2-year programs. Okay. So we are the oldest and one of the largest publicly funded college in Ontario as well. So we were really, over the years, we were really able to develop our facilities, our teaching and industry partnerships for our students. Just to give you an idea of some of our leading industry partners, here's a list of them. We currently have over 800 program advisory committee member organizations who help develop our curriculum and making sure that whatever we're going to be teaching our student is going to be relevant in their respective industries. So these are just a few of our partners. So as you can see, you really get to have the opportunity to work with the best and brightest of Canada's corporate players. You can even land placements with companies like Google, Bombardier Aerospace, Samsung, and Ford. So those are just some of the well-known partners that we have. And not only do they help develop our curriculum, but they also provide our students with co-op and field placement opportunities or internship opportunities as well. And the great thing about that is usually our students eventually end up landing jobs in the company that they were doing their placement or co-op in. Okay, so these are our 7 schools. I'm just going to be highlighting a few of the programs in each school, but we currently have over 160 programs available to international students. You can definitely browse our website to see the full list of programs available. You can simply visit centennialcollege.ca and go to full-time programs to see the full list. But of course, we also have partners like Kanata here, who's definitely going to help you narrow down the choices, since it's going to be a bit overwhelming to have over 160 programs to choose from. So we have partners like them that we really trust in handling our students' application and helping you narrow down your choices as well. Okay, so these are just some of the programs that we have. Let's start with the business school. With the business school, we pretty much have a little bit of everything. We have programs in accounting, marketing, office administration, finance. We even have a few paralegal programs as well, and several postgraduate programs are available as well. But I'd like to highlight our most popular program in this school, which is the Global Business Management program. It's a 2-year postgraduate diploma. And if you're looking for something similar to a master's degree in business administration, this is going to be the closest program that we can offer you, since the subjects are pretty much the same with what's being taught in an MBA. And if you ever want to pursue an MBA afterwards in a university, we have a pathway partner that can credit the units you took in our Global Business Management program and help you finish your MBA in less than a year in that pathway partner. Okay. And in the School of Communication, Media Arts and Design, these are the creative programs that I mentioned earlier that's going to be offered in our Story Arts Center campus. So if you have a creative passion that you want to pursue, we would most likely have a program for you here. If you are a graphic artist here in the Philippines, you can take our graphic design program. If you're more of a traditional artist, you can take our fine arts program. And we also have programs in public relations, communications, game art and design, film, and journalism and photography programs as well. Okay, and under the School of Hospitality, Tourism, and Culinary Arts, this is actually our most popular school. One particular program here received almost 1,300 international students enrollment in January 2019 intake alone, and that's our hospitality dash hotel operations management program. It's really, really popular among our students. We even have a lot of materials for all the programs here available in our YouTube channel. You can definitely see the amazing facilities and equipments that our students get to work with, and it really gets our students excited to take a program under this school when they see it. And we also, of course, have culinary and other hospitality programs available in this school as well. And under the School of Engineering, Technology, and Applied Sciences, like I said earlier, Toronto is currently the #1 fastest growing tech hub in North America. So there's definitely a lot of career opportunities for the programs under this school. We have pretty much a little bit of everything as well. If you have an engineering background, we would most likely have a program for you. Take, for example, civil engineering graduates, they like to take our construction management program. And we also have mechanical engineering, software engineering, biotechnology, which is actually a very popular choice right now for our students as well, since it's already closed for September 2021, because we really receive a lot of inquiries for this particular program. So if, the best tip that I could really give is to apply as early as you can so that you can reserve your seat for a particular program. Okay. And just to give you an idea, these are the top 30 programs that our international students like to enroll in. This is based in our winter 2019 intake alone. Take note, winter is not really our strongest intake. We usually get majority of our students in our September intakes. And even right now for our September intake, most of our health programs and biotechnology programs are already closed. That's why, which really important, especially if you have a health background, it's good to really apply as soon as possible. And the good thing is we generally have a lot of seats for our hospitality, business, and engineering programs, but still safe to apply as early as possible to make sure that you don't run out of seats. And right now we currently have online delivery methods available for our programs. The latest list that we have available online is for our summer or May 2021 intake, but we're about to publish our program delivery methods for our September intake programs as well. And the great thing is whether your program is currently delivered online, synchronous, asynchronous, or hybrid, since we are a designated learning institution with an approved COVID-19 readiness plan, you can already travel to Canada as long as you have the right documents with you. And a lot of our students were really excited about this. That's why we have several students who are already flying to Canada since January. And right now, our students for our May 2021 intake, a lot of them are already waiting for their travel support letter so that they can already travel to Canada. Okay. So, like I said, Centennial, and as per international enrollments at Centennial College, we have been the #1 college choice of international students for the past 7 years in a row. So we really take care of our international students, since they're about 50% of our full-time student population. And we really make sure that they have the right support within the campus. Take, for example, we have the Employment Resource Center that's really there to help our students increase their chance in getting hired, whether it's for part-time or full-time jobs. They even do regular workshops as well, like helping you build your resume, or even with how you should answer in your interviews. And of course, they also conduct events where they can help connect you with some of the industry partners that we currently have. And we even have success advisors for our students as well. And what our success advisors do is they really make sure that all the opportunities available to you is provided, whether it's inside the campus or outside the campus. And each of our international student is provided a success advisor that they can really consult with. And if you have any problems with your visa or study permit, or you eventually want to apply for permanent residence, and you're also having problems with your application with the post-graduation work permit, we have the international student advising team that you can schedule to meet with if you ever need guidance or consultation with that. They can also provide you some assistance and guidance as well. And they even conduct regular workshops as well when it comes to the visa study permit extension, or when it comes to the PR or even the PGWP application of our students. So those are just some of the things that we do for our international students. Okay. And we have also been the #1 college choice of Filipino international students studying in Canada. This is based on the enrollment data in 2018. We were actually able to almost double our enrollments from the Philippines every year since then. Right now, we even received over 1,000 applications already for our September 2021 intake. Even despite the pandemic, there's really a lot of interested international students looking forward to study in our campuses. And that's why we also make sure that they're provided with all the support that they need. Right now, we also provide them with a free airport pickup to their place of quarantine. We've also partnered with several hotels so that they would have a more affordable rate with the quarantine, with their 14-day quarantine. And we also provide our students with a 500 Canadian dollars financial support for their 14-day quarantine. So we really try to do our best to help our students transition faster because of the pandemic. Okay, and we also provide the free testing in our campus after their quarantine. And in terms of requirements, you can definitely consult this with Kanata. They have our application form with them. And what you really need to know here is you must have both your high school and college documents for most of the programs that we offer. And we are already waiving IELTS for students that studied in the Philippines. So as long as you study in the Philippines, just request a letter of English as a medium of instruction from both your high school and your college, and we can already waive the IELTS requirement for you. The only exception would be our pharmacy technician program, because it's regulated by NAPRA and they still require IELTS. Okay, and once you submit these requirements, we don't have any application fee. And if it's not peak application period, we can process your LOA in just 2 to 3 days. So we're also one of the quickest in terms of issuing the LOA, as long as all your requirements are complete and you don't, your program does not require any transcript or resume review. In terms of tuition fee, it's pretty much the same across all of our programs. It would cost around 16 to 17,000 Canadian dollars for 1 year or 2 semesters. So whether it's a certificate program, a diploma program, or a postgraduate certificate or diploma, it's still around 16 to 17,000 Canadian dollars. Okay, and just based on international student satisfaction, this is actually the results of the International Student Barometer, which is a global benchmark for international student experience. And this is the result from a survey of 4,596 international students currently enrolled at Centennial College. And so you can see they're pretty satisfied with our faculty, career services, learning spaces, and even our laboratories. And 96% of them even say that they feel really engaged with their studies. Okay, and even with the key performance indicator, we have ranked #1 college in the Greater Toronto area for employer and student satisfaction. This was from 2016 to 2017. This means our industry partners were happy with the students that we send their way. and our students are happy with the education that they received. And one last thing that I'd like to share, we currently have a partnership with Philippine Airlines. So if you're already one of our students and you're planning to book a flight to Toronto, just send your study permit approval and your letter of acceptance from our school and email it to pal_corporate@pal.com.ph, and they will be giving you a promo code that you can use for to avail a discount in the website booking for the one-way fare to Toronto. If you're planning to travel with your spouse and one dependent, they can also avail the same promo. They just need to send us a proof of relationship. Okay. And before I end my presentation, let me share a very short video of our Filipino international students that have studied or are currently studying at Centennial College.
I'm a registered practical nurse here in Canada, but I also work part-time as a PSW, personal support worker. Centennial College has helped me in many ways. It has helped me improve my communication and my people skills as well. The staff and the professors are really approachable. You can really feel their sincerity in helping the students and making each student succeed in life. I met a lot of people online. They're asking questions about how to get to Canada as a student. I am really happy that we have an office in Manila to cater those who are interested in coming here as a student. Canadians in general are very nice, friendly, and happy people. And also, people here just love to celebrate. And I think that's one way that Filipino people can relate to very much, because here, celebrations are everywhere.
I graduated from Community and Child Studies Foundations with honors, I'm proud to say. And now I am on my third semester of early childhood education program. Canada is a country that embraces diversity. Everybody's culture and tradition is being celebrated.
I'm currently working as a junior accountant in a tax accounting firm. I really recommend Centennial College as an institution here in Canada, especially in Toronto. They have a lot of facilities that can help you develop your skills, abilities, not just focus on studying. Actually, I had a hard time choosing for my program. They offered a lot of good programs that will make you experience way beyond your profession or way beyond your skills.
So I've always wanted to study abroad. It has been my dream to come to Canada. I came to study at Centennial College because my sister came here and she got the job that she wanted with the help of Centennial College. While I was a student, I volunteered at the business school where I got to develop my skills and confidence and developed a good relationship with my teachers. I also got to work with the field placement officer at the business school. We were able to create the field placement app for the students and employers to use throughout the field placement journey. I have gained so much confidence with myself, and I got a job from my placement, which is a part of my program here at Centennial College.
For those aspiring students, welcome to Canada and welcome to Centennial College.
I'm looking forward to seeing more Filipinos to come here, to get to live here, to study here, and make it their own home away from home.
Mga kababayan naming Filipino, we are encouraging you to come and visit Centennial College Makati office.
Okay. So that ends my presentation. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, RC. Our second speaker is the Senior Recruitment Specialist for the Philippines for Humber College. Let us all welcome Daryl Agapito. Hi, Daryl.
You are ambitious, a problem solver, an out-of-the-box thinker. Welcome to Humber, a place where you'll get experiential learning in the classroom and beyond. You'll join students from around the world at one of our amazing campuses. You'll collaborate with industry leaders and be a part of a healthy and inclusive community. From film to fashion, industrial design to international development, sustainable energy to content strategy, there's a program for you. With inspiring, innovative spaces you'll want to call your own, you'll find a lot to be proud of. The diversity of our students brings the campus to life. Our faculty are award-winning trailblazers, and our graduates are making waves in every industry. From orientation to graduation, this is the next step to your success. At Humber, we are focused on your future. Be bold, be courageous, be Humber.
Great. Thank you so much for that welcome remarks, Francis. And thank you also for everyone for attending this webinar, to Kanata for arranging this webinar this afternoon, and also to RC. Thank you so much for presenting both of our schools. So you will pretty much hear the same thing. We are located in the same area. Let me just share my presentation. All right, so I hope you can see my screen now. Again, my name is Daryl Agapito. I am the in-country representative of Humber College here in the Philippines. Our full name is Humber College Institute of Technology and Advanced Learning. So it's quite long compared to the normal name of other schools, which is ending in college. So we have the Institute of Technology and Advanced Learning. That is because we are a polytechnic college. We are one of the 13 polytechnic colleges and universities in Canada, and one of the 7 polytechnics in Ontario, and one of the 3 in Toronto. So I believe RC already discussed a little bit about Toronto a while ago. So just to add on to that, Toronto is the largest city in Canada and the 4th largest city in the North America. It is considered to be the best study destination, or the 11th best urban study destination for international students. In fact, in 2019, there were 643,000 international students tallied inside Canada, and 50% of that number are studying in Ontario, specifically in Ottawa and Toronto. So that reflects the education system is really sought after in Toronto. It is also considered to be the 2nd best city in the North America in terms of quality of living, and ranked 1st in the North America in terms of being the safest city to live in. And just like what RC mentioned a while ago, we have all the industries available in Toronto. We also have the largest and the busiest airport in Canada, of course, pre-pandemic. Now with the pandemic going on, there are a little bit of travel restrictions, but definitely all international students are still eligible to fly to Toronto, and welcoming a lot of people from around the world. We have almost all industries. So the tech hub is there in Toronto. The business hub is also in Toronto. If you are an international student looking for a part-time job, or your postgraduate work permit job in hospitality and healthcare, engineering, technology, everything is there. So you will be able to find a job after finishing your program at Humber. Also, Toronto is a very vibrant city. You will be experiencing a lot of things. If you are into sports, you have the Scotiabank Arena. We also have the Rogers Center if you are into baseball. If you are into nature, you can definitely do skiing, hiking, mountain climbing. You can also travel to Niagara Falls, which is just an hour away from Toronto. And of course, you will be experiencing the 4 seasons of Canada while staying in Toronto, studying at Humber College. So why choose Humber College? So again, we are a polytechnic college out of the 13 polytechnic colleges and universities across Canada. Being a polytechnic college, we deliver our programs in a combination of theoretical and practical learning. We ensure that our students are really immersed in the industry. So that is why 79% of our programs have co-op or work placement. But of course, there is still a remaining 21% which doesn't have co-op. Currently, we have 33,000 full-time registered students, 6,500 of which are international students. I think this is one of the difference of Humber versus Centennial College. Apart from being neighbors, Centennial is the first choice of the international students, while Humber College is the first choice of the domestic or Canadian students. That is why if you will look at the ratio of the international students versus the number of full-time registered students, we have less international students, but it doesn't mean that we don't want to welcome you. You are very much welcome at Humber College. In fact, we have international students from all over the world, from over 130 nationalities. And I'm very happy to say that Philippines is top 5 origin of international student at Humber. So we have a growing number of Filipino students. We also have an 85.4% employment rate within 6 months. So that means our students get jobs within 6 months after finishing their program at Humber. Currently, we have 3 beautiful campuses, all located in Toronto. So I just want to show you the map. We have the North Campus, which is our main campus. It's located 10 minutes away from Toronto Pearson International Airport. Again, that's the largest and the busiest airport. If you are studying in Toronto, in either Humber or Centennial, you will be landing in Toronto Pearson International Airport. So our North Campus is just 10 minutes away from that airport. And our Lakeshore Campus is around 30 minutes away from the airport. And we have a very new facility, which is the IGS, or International Graduate School, which is located in downtown Toronto, or downtown city of Toronto. And that campus is delivering only postgraduate degree programs to only international students. I think I read a question a while ago on the chat box if we do have a postgraduate degree. Yes, we do have postgraduate degree programs at Humber. Most of them are delivered at the Lakeshore and now also being delivered at the IGS. If you see the green line, this is a subway. The yellow U-shaped line is also a subway. The purple line up here is also a subway. All broken red lines are bus lines. So anywhere you live around Toronto, all of our campuses are very accessible through public transportation. So again, our North Campus is the home to most of our facilities. We have the Humber Room. As I have mentioned earlier, we ensure that our programs are well immersed in the industry. Apart from working outside the school, they also have the opportunity to work on campus. Humber Room is being operated by our very own students under Hospitality and Tourism Operations Management. We also have students under Culinary Management and Event Management working in that restaurant inside the North Campus. And that restaurant is also open to the public. We also have the BCTI, or the Barometer Center for Technology and Innovation. As I have mentioned earlier, we are very big on technology and innovation. That is why we built the BCTI last June 2019 for our students under engineering, automation, robotics, systems integration, mechatronics, and so on, IT, computer programming. If you have a research or a project that you want to work on together with the Humber faculty, then you can definitely use that facility. And also, if you will be competing internationally, you can use the facility under that building. And these are some of our industry partners who helped build the BCTI, and also they will be the ones sponsoring your projects or research. All right. So what are the other services that you can have while studying at Humber College? We have the Academic and Career Success Center. I would always receive questions if the school will be assisting the students in looking for jobs. Definitely yes. We have the Academic and Career Success Center to help you with that. You will be assisted with the job postings available around Toronto. And they also conduct job fairs in the beginning of each semester. So they can bring in our industry partners so that our students can network, and it will be easier for them to look for part-time jobs or full-time jobs after they finish their program at Humber. We also have the International Center. If you are an international student having troubles with your study permit, your visa, or you finished your program already and you are applying for your postgraduate work permit, International Center will be assisting you with that. They also conduct workshops on how you can apply for your postgraduate work permit. We also have the Student Wellness and Accessibility Center. If you are having troubles with your health, may it be your physical health or mental health, you can just go to that center. All of the services are for free for our students. And we also have our Athletics and Recreation Center. If you are into sports or fitness, you can definitely avail of free fitness classes in that Athletics and Recreation Center right inside the North Campus. We are also the only public college who is offering traditional Chinese medicine. So we have Tzuchi Clinic of traditional Chinese medicine also inside the North Campus. And we also have our very own radio station, which is the 96.9 FM for those students under communication or mass communication. If you have that dream of being a DJ, that radio station can actually be heard in the whole Toronto. You can definitely practice there. We also have the Humber Spa. If you are a little bit stressed with your study load or your part-time job, you can relax at the Humber Spa for free. And again, our Lakeshore campus is where we deliver most of our postgraduate degree programs or graduate certificate programs at Humber. That is how it looks like. It has more green spaces and open spaces for our students. Currently, with the pandemic going on, we limit the number of students inside the campus. So there are programs that are being delivered online, and there are also programs that are being delivered both online and in person. All right. And again, the IGS is located in downtown Toronto. So we have over 200 academic programs where you can choose from. We will not be discussing each program. Again, you can see the full list of our programs on our website. That's humber.ca. But just to let you know, we have a little bit of everything from fashion and aesthetics, applied technology and engineering, health sciences and wellness, which includes our practical nursing, occupational therapy assistant, pharmacy technician, biotechnology, personal support worker, addictions and mental health. I just want to emphasize, even though our full name is Humber College Institute of Technology and Advanced Learning, and we are big on technology, we still do offer healthcare programs. We also have business, accounting, and management, also creative arts and design like architectural technology, interior decorating. We also have emergency services, children and youth like child and youth care, early childhood education. We also have community and social services like social service worker and developmental services worker program. We have skilled trades like plumbing techniques, welding techniques, cabinet making, industrial woodworking technician. We also have media, public relations, and marketing, and also music and performing arts, which includes our theater arts program. We also have hospitality and tourism, including our culinary management, culinary skills, baking and pastry arts management, event management. We also have information, computer, and digital technology, which includes our ITS or information technology solutions, which has a lot of job opportunities in Canada, not just in Toronto, but in the whole Canada. And also one of our very new program under that area is our cloud computing. It's a postgraduate degree that you can take after finishing a bachelor's degree here in the Philippines. We also have programs under foundations and language training for those students who are teaching English here in the Philippines to international students like Koreans, Japanese, Chinese. You might want to take TESOL or teaching English as a second language. We also have justice and legal studies. And this is just a rundown of our healthcare programs. I forgot to mention, we also offer biotechnology. We have a lot of biotech companies in Toronto. So if you are in that line, you can definitely take that program also at Humber College. Like what RC mentioned a while ago, biotechnology is very in demand. Well, tatlong very in demand in Toronto. So our biotechnology program is also closed already for September 2021, but we will be delivering it again in January 2022. And these are some of our programs in the International Graduate School. Last January 2021 was the first cohort of our students at the IGS, and we started with 4 postgraduate degree programs. Those are Global Business Management, Marketing Management, Project Management, and Supply Chain Management. This coming May 2021, next month, we will be adding more programs to the IGS campus. We have added Business Insights and Analytics, another very unique program at Humber, and also Financial Planning. As we all know, Sun Life and Manulife came from Canada, so insurance is a big thing in Canada, and it has a lot of job opportunities. In fact, insurance is an industry that didn't go down during the pandemic. So financial planning and insurance, property and casualty management is a very popular program at Humber. We also added human resource management and also research analyst to that line. And in September 2021, we will be adding more programs. We will be also delivering our information technology solutions at the IGS, or International Graduate School. Being a polytechnic college, we are able to deliver a breadth of programs from certificate, diploma, advanced diploma. Usually, ang iniisip ng Filipinos, if they hear about colleges, certificate and diploma lang. But no, we are a polytechnic college. We can offer bachelor's degree at Humber. In fact, we have the most number of bachelor's degree compared to other colleges in Ontario. And we have 31 bachelor's degrees. So if you are a grade 12 student who finished your high school recently, you can definitely take up your bachelor's degree at Humber College. Sorry, this presentation is not updated. It says 28, but it's actually now 31. We added 3 more engineering bachelor's degree there. So again, the full list is also on our website, humber.ca. These are some of our industry partners where you could work part-time while still studying at Humber, and also where you could work after graduation during your postgraduate work permit. So since we are a designated learning institution, all of our international students are eligible to have their postgraduate work permit after finishing their program at Humber. We have 3 intakes at Humber. So that will be the January, May, and September. We are about to begin our May 2021 intake next month, and followed by September 2021. Most of the programs are already closed for September 2021, but there are still a few more that are still open. You can check with Kanata which programs are still open for September 2021. If you want to apply for that intake, I urge you to submit your application as soon as possible. And our January 2022 intake will begin, applications will begin this coming May 17. So you still have an ample time to prepare your documents. We don't have an application deadline. As long as there are available seats for your chosen program and you still have time to apply for visa, please feel free to apply or submit your application through Kanata. What are the documents that you need to prepare if you will be applying to Humber College? If you will be applying for certificate, diploma, advanced diploma, and bachelor's degree program, we will be needing your high school transcript and high school diploma, even if you already finished bachelor's degree here in the Philippines. But as long as you are applying for a certificate or diploma or advanced diploma degree program, we will still require for your high school transcript and diploma. If you will be applying for a postgraduate degree or graduate certificate program, we don't need your high school transcripts anymore. We only need your college transcripts. All right. We don't have master's degree at Humber, but if you are looking for postgraduate degree programs, you can opt to take graduate certificate programs. Good news for Filipino students, we are waiving the IELTS or language proficiency test. If you are a graduate of bachelor's degree in any of these schools here in the Philippines, we can waive the language proficiency test requirement for you. Again, only if you finished bachelor's degree already. For grade 12 students or for those who finished high school or K-12, you are still required to submit a language proficiency test. If you want to check if your school is on that list, If it's too small on your screen, you can check that with Kanata. They also have that list. And also, we have a 75 Canadian dollars application fee. But if you will be submitting your application through Kanata, we will be waiving that application fee for you. No need for you to pay anymore. All right. Our tuition fees are running from 16,000 to 20,000 Canadian dollars. That's good for 1 year or 2 semesters, equivalent to 8 months. And that includes your health insurance already. You don't have to purchase your health insurance separately. That is already included in your tuition fee. There might be additional costs. For example, for culinary management, please allot up to 1,500 Canadian dollars for your uniform, for your books, for your knife set, and so on. So that's just an example, but almost all of the ancillary fees are already included in these rates. So again, that rate is good for 1 year already, 2 semesters. I received a question earlier before we started our webinar, if the 16,000 or the 18,000 is just for 1 semester. Again, no, it's already 2 semesters. All right. We also have scholarships available for international students. After receiving your letter of acceptance, you can separately apply for the scholarship amounting to 2,000 Canadian dollars. How to apply: submit your letter of acceptance, an IELTS result of 6.5 or any equivalent test. We are accepting TOEFL, Duolingo, PTE, Cambridge test. 2 reference letters. It could be from your previous employer or current employer and your previous school, and also an essay. Again, you can only apply for this international entrance scholarship of 2,000 Canadian dollars after being accepted to the program or after receiving your letter of acceptance. Daryl, question. You mentioned a while ago that you can waive the language proficiency test. Yes, we can waive the language proficiency test if you will be applying to Humber. But if you will be applying for a scholarship, language proficiency test is required. And also for students under K to 12 and you are planning to study bachelor's degree at Humber College, we can offer you up to 4,000 Canadian dollars scholarship if your GPA from high school in the last 8 months is 95% or higher. If your GPA is 90 to 95%, we can give you up to 3,500. For 85 to 90%, we can give you 3,000. For 80 to 85%, we can give you up to 2,000 Canadian dollars. All of those are renewable if you are able to maintain your grades, since bachelor's degree is a 4-year degree at Humber. As long as you have the same grades by the following year or higher, you can still get the same amount of scholarship. For students who got 75 to 80% GPA, we can still give you a one-time, non-renewable scholarship of 1,500 Canadian dollars. Our application process is very easy. Just submit everything to Kanata and they will be assisting you with your application. We just need scanned copies of your documents. No need to send the original documents to us, just scanned copies. Our processing time is a little bit long compared to other colleges. Again, we are the largest public college in the whole Canada, so we are receiving tons of applications each day. Our normal processing time is around 6 to 8 weeks. Ang tagal, 6 to 8 weeks. But good news, if you submitted complete documents to Kanata, Kanata will be notifying us that you have complete documents. And once we assess your application, it will just take us 1 week to release your letter of acceptance. So it's better to submit complete documents. So this is just a summary of the costs that you might need to prepare. You can take a screenshot for reference. We also have accommodation in both of our North Campus and Lakeshore Campus, and also partner accommodation for IGS. This is how our single bedroom looks like, and this is how our 2-bedroom suite looks like, shared kitchen, dining, and bathroom. How much is the cost of the on-campus accommodation? It's around 6,000 to 8,000 Canadian dollars. And if you will be living on campus, in our accommodation, dining plans are required. That's ranging from 2,350 to 3,400 Canadian dollars per semester. But if you are interested in living off campus or outside the school, you can check these websites. All right. And also, Humber College is part of the DLI list with approved COVID-19 readiness plan. So our students for May and 2021 intakes are allowed to travel to Canada. We can definitely welcome you because we have COVID-19 readiness plan for you. Even if your program is online, you can still definitely fly to Canada. All right. And I think that's it for my presentation. Thank you so much for listening.
All right. Thank you, Sir Daryl. And for our final speaker, she is Miss Catherine. She will discuss the school application and the visa application as well. Kat?
Hello again. Hello, hi everyone, and hi Sir Francis, and hello to our school representatives, Sir Daryl and RC. So I also want to say welcome to our viewers on YouTube and to all our participants for today's webinar. So let me just share my screen with you. All right. Okay, so once again, welcome to Study in Canada webinar with Kanata Education. I will not take too much of your time, so we can proceed with the question and answer portion. I'm sure you have a lot of questions regarding the school to our school representatives and as well as our services that we can offer. So first of all, let me discuss what are the benefits of an international student and why would you want to study in Canada. So as an international student in Canada, you must always be enrolled at a designated learning institution. And then you have to make progress towards completing your program, respect the conditions of your student permit, and you should stop studying and leave Canada when your permit expires. Okay, so as an international student in Canada, you can work while you study. So hindi yung mga agents ang nag-offer nito. This is a privilege given to international students of Canada. And you can work 3 ways while you are in Canada. So first one is by having an on-campus jobs. You don't need to have a work permit, but you must be a full-time student with a valid student permit. However, on-campus jobs are highly dependent on the availability, of course. So medyo limited yung jobs inside the campus. The next one is off-campus jobs. You don't need to have a work permit, but you should have already started studying and you are already enrolled in a program. So if your intake, for example, is this coming September and you plan to fly to Canada earlier than your intake, which is around, let's say, August or July, then you cannot start working unless you have already started studying or enrolled in the program. And last but not the least, you can work through co-op, which is already incorporated with your program. It is the same as an OJT or internship, but it could be paid or not paid depending on the company. All right, so you can work 20 hours per week during school semester and 40 hours per week during semestral breaks or holiday breaks. So para na rin siyang full-time job kapag semestral breaks. Other than that, then as an international student, you can stay in Canada after your program, or this is what they call the postgraduate work permits. So if your program is less than 8 months, you are not eligible for PGWP. And if your program is a 1 year, you are entitled to have a 1-year postgraduate work permit and 3 years PGWP if your program is 2 years. So some students are doing the 1+1 program so that they can get the 3 years postgraduate work permit. 1+1 program means you will initially apply for a 1-year program, and then you will add another 1-year program to get the 3 years postgraduate work permit. Okay, aside from that, you can bring your dependents. So it is correct that you can bring your spouse, either your spouse, your common law partner, or your children. I mean, and your children. So kung may anak ka and then may sarili ka ng family, then you can bring all of them. But if you are 18 years old and above and you are still single, your parents, siblings, lolo, lola, tito, tita are not eligible as dependents. So yung sarili mo lang family ang kino-considered na dependents. Okay, so Kanata Education will assist you all throughout the entire process of your application. So from school application until the visa application, we will be there to guide you, help you, and assist you from documentation, from assessment, documentation, and submission of your application. And to those who are asking if we do have processing fees, well, good news to everyone, we do not collect processing fees. Yes, that is correct. Sorry, we only collect 10,000 pesos security deposit, which you will use later on for your visa application and biometrics fees. So technically, wala ka pa rin binayad sa amin. We only collect this 10,000 pesos once we finish the assessment and consultation, and we make sure that you are ready to apply and you have all the necessary documents and requirements. Okay, so what are the required documents? As mentioned earlier by our representatives, you need academic transcripts, your diploma, your passport, and if IELTS is required, then you must submit an IELTS. However, for these two schools that we have for today, they are waiving IELTS. So MOI is required for Centennial College. So how do we start the process of becoming an international student in Canada? First of all, you need to consult with your counselor. So all of our attendees for today, we will be calling you next week for a one-on-one consultation and assessment. We do provide a program recommendation on the spot once we finish assessing you. And then we will be sending you the required documents and then apply you to the designated learning institution of your choice. And we will then wait for the letter of acceptance. Once we receive the letter of acceptance from the school, you will then confirm the slot and pay the necessary tuition fees or deposit fees as are required by the school. And then once you've made the payments, we will then proceed for your visa application by starting with a medical test. So you need to get a medical exam and then gather all the required visa documents and we will submit it for your visa application. So it's a very easy and sobrang mabilis lang yung process. As long as you do have all the required documents, then mabilis lang yung process natin. So we are still accepting applicants for September 2021. There are still slots for Humber College and Centennial College for September 2021. Okay, so there are two types of visa application. First one is a regular stream, which is the most preferred option of visa application of most students. So pre-pandemic or before the COVID, the waiting time for regular stream runs between 6 to 8 weeks. So there are actually students who leave Philippines to Canada in a span of 1 to 2 months. However, during this time of pandemic, according to IRCC's website, the application assessment runs between 13 to 14 weeks. So we do advise to submit all visa applications 2 to 3 months before the intake. Okay, another requirement for regular stream is to have the proof of acceptance or the letter of acceptance from the school. You need to have your proof of identity, which is your passport and then your other IDs and employment certificates. And you need to have proof of financial support. So proof of financial support in the form of your sponsors who can provide their bank statements. So ito yung tinatawag na merong show money. How much is the show money required for proof of financial support or proof of financial capacity? It will be 1 year tuition fee and 1 year living costs. So kung naalala niyo yung mga tuition fees kanina, yun, i-add nyo plus 10,000 Canadian dollars for your living costs for 1 year. So more or less, nasa 25,000 to 28,000 Canadian dollars is the required show money. And then you must write your letter of explanation or statement of purpose or yung study plan na tinatawag. We provide guidelines on how to write the letter of explanation, and we will help you revise, edit, and make sure that you have mentioned all the required points or statements that will satisfy the officer. All right, so once again, for regular stream, you are required to provide your letter of acceptance, proof of identity, proof of financial support or the show money, and your letter of explanation. So the other type of visa application is through the Study Direct stream, which is a very straightforward and hassle-free type of application. Pre-pandemic or before COVID, the application assessment runs between 4 to 6 weeks. So mabilis lang siya because you will be providing already all the documents. Parang in advance mo na lahat. So with Centennial and Humber, they are waiving IELTS. However, if you are going to apply through the Study Direct stream, then you must submit an IELTS score with a minimum band of 6. And you must purchase a guaranteed investment certificate worth 10,000 Canadian dollars. So we will assist you how to do this. So yung living allowance mo, in advance mo na sa Canada. Kanina sa regular stream, show money lang siya. But with Study Direct stream, in advance mo na siya doon. And then this money, they will send it to you on a monthly basis for 1 year habang may pasok ka. So parang siya yung magiging allowance mo talaga. And you must pay 1 year tuition fee and of course write another letter of explanation. So in regular stream, you are required to pay 1 semester tuition fee. With Study Direct stream, you are required to pay 1 year tuition fee. So once again, for Study Direct stream or SDS, you are required to submit IELTS score, purchase a guaranteed investment certificate, and pay 1 year tuition fee and write your letter of explanation. So some of our students or aspiring students are asking why they should study during this time of COVID and why you should not let COVID stop you from reaching your dreams. So most of the schools, I think all of the schools, are now shifting towards online learning as mentioned earlier. So syempre pag online, you are studying at the comfort of your home with much lower cost of living. So you don't need to have a part-time jobs to syempre sa mga needs mo, ganyan, and still qualify for PGWP. So even though you are studying online anywhere or kung sa Pilipinas man or kung nasang parte ka man ng mundo, then you can still qualify for PGWP without going to Canada. All right, that's it for my presentation. You can follow us on Facebook and on Instagram. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can watch all other insights and tips and interviews with other school representatives. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. We can now proceed with our question and answer portion. All right. Sir Francis?
Yes, for students, for attendees na may questions, you can type in your question or you can turn on your video and your audio so we can talk to Sir RC and Sir Daryl here and also from us, from Kanata.
Yes, actually I have a question here. One of our school representatives can answer. She is a graduate of HRM. Do you do credit transfer or something like that? Yung naka-credit yung napag-aralan niya dito sa Philippines. Sir Daryl?
So yes, we do have transfer in. That's your transfer options. Parang sa Philippines yung crediting natin, pero we don't really advise. Most of the students will just get around 2 subjects being credited and you will be required to submit a WES evaluation or yung WES. It's not required in applying to Humber College, pero kapag magpapakredit ng courses or ng subjects, you will be required or you will be asked to submit that. So kukuhanin nyo pa yun sa WES. And that costs around $200 or $280. Tapos isang subject lang yung ma-credit. So we don't really recommend doing so. But yes, you may do that if you wish to.
For Centennial College, it's pretty much the same. I'm actually sending a link here of the steps into transferring credit, but we don't really recommend it because usually subjects are not credited to the student. Instead, what I will recommend as a better option is going for fast track programs, since it also helps you shorten the length of your study, and it's not as difficult as getting a transfer credit.
I believe it's
Right.
not also advisable because I think it will for their postgraduate work permit, right, Sir Daryl? It will affect the duration of their study. So instead of getting a 1-year program, it will be minus, and it will affect the postgraduate work permit eligibility.
Yeah.
Question about MOI or medium of instruction, RC. Need ba nilang kumuha from their high school and college, or high school MOI lang ba yung kailangan?
Yes. If they are a K-12 graduate, kahit high school lang, that will be accepted already. But if they're from the old curriculum, grade 10 plus 2 years in college at least, you would need to present both.
What if bachelor's degree na yung na-finish na dito sa Philippines? Required pa rin ba yung high school, or?
Yes, they will still, our admissions team will still really need the high school medium of instruction letter. They actually put more importance in the high school document.
Okay.
Okay. I have a question here from our YouTube viewer. Her question is for Sir Darren. She's looking at the Humber's College website and she saw some programs with only 3 semesters. How many postgraduate work permit will she be granted if she takes this program?
1 year. So all the 3 semesters program are considered to be 1-year program. Usually our postgraduate degree programs or graduate certificate programs, an example will be marketing management. Previously 2 semesters siya, ngayon ginawa na siyang 3 semesters. Previously your work component will be on your 2nd semester, but right now we already put it in a separate semester. That will be your 3rd semester, but that is still considered as a 1-year program. So meron ka pa ring 1-year postgraduate work permit.
Okay.
And then anything beyond 2 years, and anything beyond that, 3 years postgraduate work permit.
Okay. Speaking of this 1-year program, is 1+1 program applicable for all colleges and universities?
Sige, go ahead, RC. Go.
sabay tayo nag-unmute. Actually, for us, we don't really offer 1+1 yet. I'm still proposing it with our team. But right now, it's very easy for our students to first finish a 1-year program. And then we do have the international student advising team that can help you extend your study permit so that you can easily enroll for another program once enrollment starts for that year.
So same with Humber College. Currently, we don't really offer 1+1. Well, baka lang naguguluhan yung ibang students. When meron kasing mga students na nagtatanong ng 1+1, meaning they will get 1-year program, another 1-year program, and then receive both letter of acceptance kaagad and apply for 2-year study permit or visa. So wala pang ganun right now. We can only give out 1 letter of acceptance at a time. Pangalan ito. But yun nga, sabi ni RC, can definitely extend your visa while you are on shore. Yun. So we have the International Center to assist you with extending your study permit and your visa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Miss Catherine, may question ako here. Pwede bang mag-process yung student even outside the Philippines? Let's say nasa Singapore siya. Can we process her application sa Centennial and Humber?
Of course, we have actually students who are currently based in other parts of the world, not just in Asia. We have also in the Middle East. We also have actually, yung pinakamalayo kong student ngayon nasa Israel. So imagine, Israel siya. So we are also helping these students outside Philippines, but we can only help students with Philippine passport. So just to be clear on that. And Sir Francis, I have maybe you can answer this question. Can you clarify the working hours for our international students? Kasi some are asking if they can work on campus for 4 hours and then off campus for another 4 hours.
Okay, for international students, they are only allowed to work outside the school for 20 hours. But if meron silang makikitang part-time job inside the campus, additional 12 hours yon. And also, if yung semester na is on break, semester, and then meron kayong holiday break, pwede rin kayo mag-work full-time. So, unlimited hours yung pwede nyo gawin during that time. But for regular dates na meron kayong ongoing semester, 20 hours per week, and then 12 hours kung inside the campus naman yung work nyo.
All right. This is a question for our representative. Yes, that's great. Do you accept mature students who did not finish college? Like for 2 years lang yun natapos nila.
Yes, for us, as long as the finish, let's say old curriculum, grade 10, plus at least 2 years in college, they just have to present their transcript showing that they studied for 2 years or at least 4 semesters, and we can still accept them.
So same with Humber College. After finishing the old curriculum high school, that's equivalent to grade 10 in Canada. And then if you finished at least 2 years in college, that's equivalent to grade 11 and grade 12. You can definitely apply for certificate diploma, advanced diploma, or bachelor's degree, whatever you wish to apply. And if you are a student naman na hindi naka 2 years in college, and beyond 19 years old ka na, you can still submit an application to Humber College. After we receive your application, we will be inviting you for an admission test. And then if you pass that, then we can definitely give out a letter of acceptance. I had a case before grade 10 lang inatapos niya. That's old curriculum high school, 4th year high school. Only had 1 year in college. So hindi siya naka 2 years. She submitted an application and luckily, hindi na siya pinag-admission test. So it's case-to-case basis, but general rule, kailangan mag-admission test. Pero kapag hindi ka na-invite to take the admission test, nabigyan ka ng letter of acceptance, lucky for you.
For Centennial College, the IELTS, MOI requirement still applies, or is it still waived for the mature students kahit 2 years lang sila in college?
Yes, just the same. They just need to present the medium of instruction letter from both schools then.
Okay, that's great then. Yeah, so another question, maybe we can do one last question. She's a graduate of management accounting. Can she take early childhood education?
Okay. I think Darren and I have the same answer for this one. So usually you can, as long as you meet the academic requirements for the school, there's no problem with that. So like we said, grade 10 plus 2 years in college or university or a K-12 graduate, you can pretty much get into most of our programs. The only advice that we usually give our students so that they have better chances of getting their visas approved is they should take a program that's related to them through either their educational background, their professional background, or a business that they or their family may have. So those are usually the rule of thumb that we would like to recommend students so that they have better chances of getting their visas approved.
Right. So, correct. Papares na kami ni RC. Yun nga. Definitely, as long as fulfill yung academic requirement ni program, you can submit an application, you can receive your letter of acceptance, but it will boil down to how will you justify bakit yun yung program mo sa visa application. So sa school, it's fine. We can definitely give you a letter of acceptance.
Yes, so this is why, guys, all of you who are present for today, we will be having a one-on-one consultation this coming week so that we can recommend the right program for you, because the program relevance to your career or work, work experience or career, work or education background is critical with your visa application. So, Sir Francis, do you have any words? Last words or any other questions?
Okay. First of all, thank you, Sir Daryl and RC, for joining us tonight and explain to our students yung mga programs available on your campuses and also the requirements. And I hope these students will enroll this September 2021 or January 2022 or kung anong available na intakes. And also for our students na umattend this webinar, we will contact you next week. So keep your lines open. Maybe kung hindi matawagan ng Monday, maybe the next day, we will contact you for sure for your free assessment and free consultation. So, and keep safe. Mag-ingat tayo lahat sa COVID, and if gusto pang mag-apply for September 2021 intake, may mga available programs pa for Centennial and Humber. Just contact us and we will give you an update kung hindi na open or pwede tayong next available intake mag-enroll in Canada and Humber. Yes, Kat?
All right. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us today. Thank you so much to Sir Daryl and Sir RC for joining our webinars for today. And I just want to clarify, we don't collect processing fees, only the 10,000 security deposit, which you will use later on for your visa application and biometrics fee. So hindi po scam yan, hindi rin po like red flag. Okay, thank you so much and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone.